Hey guys, and welcome back to Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got the matchup between Krejcikova and Zheng in the semifinals of the WTA Finals. It is a semifinal matchup between these two. Krejcikova played amazing the other day, and she's played amazing to qualify, played amazing to beat Goff in straight sets. Zheng has been good all season, literally, since the start of the Australian Open. Really her breakout season into probably to be a perennial top 10 player. Very fun to watch. I think one of the best athletes on the tour by a long shot. It's kind of like fire versus ice. It's their second meeting. Last meeting that they had was in Zhengzhou last year in a final where Zheng won 6-4 in the third, which was also a very good match. So I'm expecting this one to be very good. Yeah, hello everybody joining in so far. It's going to be a good one. This is where you want to be for Zheng versus Krejcikova. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, Quality Shot, all of that stuff. More streams just like this one. First, there you go. I've been around the internet so long. I remember when first even became a thing. It's so wild. It's wild. First. Barbora will win more than likely. Yeah, so I think Krejcikova will win as well. Krejcikova's been playing so well. I think Krejcikova will win in 2 close sets. I'm going to say that. Krejcikova wins in 2 close sets, like 6-4, 7-6, or something like that. That's my prediction. Let's see if it comes to fruition. Let me know your predictions in the chat. Head-to-head 1-0 Zheng. Played once last year, won 3 sets. Yep. Hey, how's it going, John? New member. Shout out. Good to have you in here. Marina should have the ad over Coco. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you're looking at how Coco played yesterday, then yes. But I don't know. I think that one could be interesting. But Sabalenka did beat her just in Wuhan. No, you know what? I reckon. I don't know. I reckon Goff beats Sabalenka, then loses to no. I don't know. Goff beats Sabalenka, then loses to maybe Krejcikova, but I don't think that maybe that won't happen. I don't know. Goff Sabalenka, I think is going to be a great match. I don't know who's going to win it. Sabalenka's the favorite. If you're betting, Sabalenka's probably the favorite, but yeah, thanks for becoming a member. Stats are nearly meaningless to me when current matters appear to be taking a different course. Fair enough. All right, serve here from Zheng, starting up. Forehand of Krejcikova to the backhand of Zheng. Forehand Krejcikova goes cross court. That's in the net. So 15 love for Zheng. Here we go, starting up. Serve from Zheng, coming here. Serve Zheng, down the tee, that's in the net. Zheng serve, one of the big improvements by a long shot in the last year. In terms of just improvements that a player has made, it's been absolutely vital for her success, Zheng. Her second serve in particular used to be an absolute mess. It's gotten a lot better. And that's why you just give the young players time, you know, the ones who are working hard. Forehand Zheng goes to the forehand of Krejcikova. Flat into the forehand of Zheng. Forehand of Krejcikova. Forehand of Zheng is a big shot, backhand. That goes back on her side. 40 love Zheng. Quick start for Zheng. Best matchups are the clash of styles between two players, and that's why this one's fun. Goff Sabalenka is also fun, but we've seen that one a lot before. This one we haven't seen a lot before, right? Serve, that's in the net. Forehand of Zheng. What a shot. That's why I say athlete, right? You know, you can just say athlete, and it's one of those words that kind of appear like a buzzword. No, I mean athlete, right? Like the way that she can move on a court and the way that she can use her body on a court to maneuver around the ball. And yeah, I mean, just slide and, you know, all of this stuff. I mean, it's just, she moves so well. And to get around that ball and hit a winner is pretty impressive. Krejcikova up here to serve next. Serve Krejcikova. Second serve, come in. It's a double fault. This has been all Zheng so far. 5 points to Zheng, 0 for Krejcikova. Let's see if that changes. I'm so happy Arena is the world #1 and not just for a week. Yes, I agree. I mean, I honestly, I just really enjoy watching Arena, to be honest. But also, yeah, it's great. I mean, she's a great player. I honestly, I was kind of expecting that might not end up being the case, but she's done so well this year, and really stepped up. So, congrats to her. Backhand is big from Krejcikova. Gets on the board in terms of points, 15-all. She did that a lot against Coco. Huh? I mean, she does that a lot. It's really impressive. That was too short from Zheng, but Krejcikova just punishing. For serve from Krejcikova. First serve goes out. She needs to get that first serve in. That's going to be crucial as well. Zheng is going to take some strikes off the return. Second serve. Serve. Back in Krejcikova. Goes to the back end of Zheng. Goes big. Did she just miss it? She just missed it, but that was close, huh? That one was close. We got over 50 people watching, by the way. Let's keep it growing. Appreciate you guys joining in. Forehand of Zheng. Backhand of Krejcikova. Backhand Zheng. Backhand of Krejcikova. Backhand Zheng. Slice. Backhand slice of Krejcikova. Backhand Zheng. Slice. Slice battle here. Backhand to backhand. Backhand down the line. Forehand of Krejcikova. That's an outrageous shot. Zheng! Oh my god, what a shot. Talk about crazy points. That was 2 crazy shots in succession. 3. That really kind of, yeah. Oh my god, that was outrageous. 3 insane shots in succession, and it ends with a Zheng forehand. What a mover she is. She's fun to watch. She's like a rabbit sprinting across the court. Krejcikova had 2 of the best movers in the women's game by a long shot in the last couple of days, in Goff and Zheng. She beat Goff yesterday. See if what she can do against Zheng. Not as good of a start here in this semifinal, in one of both of these players' biggest match of the year, and potentially their last match of the year as well. It always goes into the, the storybooks, the history of these players. Like, how'd they end 2024, etc. Like, this is every point counts to, this is how they'll end the season. And that's what makes the WTA Finals the WTA Finals. It's like Final Destination in Super Smash, It's like this is the, this is the moment. Oh, forehand goes out from Krejcikova, 2-0 for Zheng. So a few errors there from Krejcikova, and that's stuff we were not seeing yesterday. Yesterday, she played nearly perfect, and that's when she's at her best, that's how she's playing. Just very, very consistent, very just, not making a whole lot of errors. Let's put it that way. But those were that was an error-prone game on her first service game. We'll see if she can rise her level up as the match progresses. But it's Zheng with the early lead trying to get to the final. She got to the final last year of the, what was it called? The 9 through number 20 tournament. Forgot the name for some reason. Back in slice Zheng. That's in the net. Love 15. Krejcikova would love to get the break right back here. That would be vital. Is that you? You have no new look, dude. Yeah, that's me. If you're talking about me, who Anthony who commentates for QualityShot Tennis, that's me. The background's new. Background is usually not the background that I use, but there we go. Big return and a big swing from Krejcikova. That was a beautiful strike. Does need to get enough oomph on that second serve. First serve was also not that great there. Forehand goes to the backhand of Zheng, way up high. Backhand Krejcikova goes to the backhand of Zheng. Cross court backhand Krejcikova just misses down the line, but it's okay. It's a good, well played point from Krejcikova. And Zheng's shots were falling a little bit short. That's the kind of point where Zheng's not going to get a whole lot of confidence, and Krejcikova is not going to get less confidence from it. So it was a 0.1 for Zheng, but the momentum in this game is still with Krejcikova to have a chance here. See if Zheng can keep fighting back. She's at 15-30. Serve, big serve from Zheng, 30-all. There have been so many fun moves or points made in these finals, including in doubles. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. They have it's been a lot of great shot making. I've constantly thought watching, like, wow, like this is a point that I'll remember. So I don't know what it is about the courts, but good stuff. Wow, what a serve from Zheng. Gets to 40-30. She's not come here to play. She's been pretty good in big semifinals, huh? Now that I think about it. Like, she got to the Australian Open final. She won the Olympics, got to the final there. And now she's trying to get to a WTA finals final. Got to that number 9 through 20 tournament final. She's been pretty good in big semifinals, Zheng. 40-30. Serve, backhand Zheng down the line. Forehand of Krejcikova, goes to the forehand of Zheng. Forehand. Forehand goes way up high at the backhand of Krejcikova, who I just feel like hasn't found her game yet. Forehand, that's short. Krejcikova attacks. Runs around a backhand, goes for a big forehand, but misses just out. She went straight. She went full out, full throttle attack, and I feel like she was in the right to try to start the attack, but maybe rushed a little bit and didn't quite have that amount of leeway to. Krejcikova's balls were a little bit too penetrative, and yeah, she was trying to maybe force a little bit, in my opinion. Deuce, serve, that's in the net. But a lot of these are problems that you get with Zheng. I mean, some people look at a player like Jay like, Like, wow, she's amazing, and she is, but she doesn't have weaknesses. She can kill the ball from any position. What an athlete, what a talent. But the problem is that when you play that way, where you're going for lots of winners, sometimes the problem is that you can rush a little bit or force balls or not know exactly when to hit which shot. When you have so many options from every position in the court to stay aggressive and to hit these crazy shots, like sometimes it's hard to know when to hit which shots and when to go for the aggressive shot, and when not to rush or force. And like those are some of the issues too, Krejcikova with Zheng with an ace down the tee, so 3-0, 3-0. Once again, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to QualityShot Tennis. We do streams like this year round. So yeah, we're here for more streams. Let me know in the chat, by the way, is Zheng gonna win a major? And how many majors do you think she's gonna win? If she's gonna win any. So basically put in the chat 0, 1, 2, 3. Those will refer to Zheng's amount of majors that you think she's gonna win. I'm gonna say 2. I mean it's hard to win 2, but I'm gonna go with the Krejcikova 2. When she's playing well, she's hard to beat, right? Can type it up in the chat. Zheng's amount of slams you think she'll win? 0 or more than that? Zheng started out hot here, but I feel like Krejcikova can still catch up in this matchup, no doubt. Early stages still. Zheng's grabbed the early momentum. Forehand squash shot. Backhand Zheng, that's in the ground. 15 love. These are fun points, though. They are. What's your pick for the both semis and the overall winner? Yeah, so I picked Krejcikova to win this match. I'm not gonna go back on my prediction, even though Zheng started out better here. I'm gonna still pick Krejcikova because she has the experience. She's overcome worse than this 3-0 lead. Although it's not been a great start. But I'm not gonna go back on my guess. I'm gonna say Krejcikova. Sabalenka Goff, I feel really 50-50 about. Like very 50-50 about. But I'm going to go Sabalenka. And then, it's tough. Forehand volley, backhand Zheng, forehand volley, Krejcikova, very good. That's going to be a confidence point for Krejcikova. She needs to find ways to move up to the net. It's hard when Zheng is cracking balls at a million miles per hour in her side of the court. But she's got to move up to the net. It's not like you can just say like, hey, it's not like the coach could be like, hey, move to the net. And then it's like you're moving to the net while there's a winner going past you down the line and you have no possible chance of getting it. Zheng goes for a backhand down the line, but I mean, very low percentage shot, to be fair. 40-15 for Krejcikova, 2 game points. Let's go. I want Krejcikova to get on that board and to give us a close contest. Genuinely. Come on. But yeah, I'll probably, if I was a betting man, I'd choose Sabalenka. But I like, honestly, I feel like any of these players can win it. I kind of don't think Zheng will, but she might. Who knows? right now, right now she's doing great, and she's been great. I don't know. It's hard to say, but if I was a betting man, I'd say Sabalenka. Boring answer, but backhand Zheng, forehand Krejcikova, forehand Zheng, forehand Krejcikova, backhand Zheng, lob web high. Krejcikova gets on the board. It's 3-1. Now, can Krejcikova use this momentum and find a break either now or in a couple games? She has something going for her. Keep it going. 3-1. Let me know in the chat, too, who you think is going to win this tournament. Especially if it's not Sabalenka, to be honest, because I want like, I chose the boring answer. I want people to have interesting answers. All right, we're 18 minutes into this contest. Serve coming here from Zheng. Backhand, pick up, forehand. That's a great shot from Krejcikova. Love 15. Love 15. I don't usually, when I'm watching like the first 3 or 4 games of the match, like I know that the first 3 or 4 games of a tennis match are not necessarily defining games of a match. They usually are not. So I don't put a lot of stake into what goes down there, regardless of if it's 3-0. I tend to think the other player, if they're a fighter, they can fight back. And all these professional players are fighters to some extent. Oh, what a forehand from Zheng. It's ridiculous. 15-all. Low percentage for this girl is high. For low percentage for other players is high percentage for Zheng. She's fun to watch, man. I don't know if I chose Zheng when I was saying favorites to watch on the WTA tour yesterday, but she should be. She's like top 3 even. Maybe top 5. I don't know, but she's up there. Forehand. In terms of just pure entertainment value, I think she's like right at the top. Maybe up with like Muhova. Coco, a little bit. But particularly Muhova and Zheng are just so fun to watch. Forehand Zheng. That's a great return from Krejcikova. Gets it right to Zheng's feet on that baseline. It's 30-all in Riyadh. Krejcikova trying to make it a close affair here in the finals. 30-all. Serve. Ah, it's so good. So good from Zheng. 40-30. Very good. Clutch serve when she needs it. Apparently in the WTA finals, Zheng has hit 30 aces and 9 double faults. Those are the stats. First serve gets caught by the central tape of the net. Second serve, hopefully cross the net. Could be a bigger point than it seems, potentially. Krejcikova can get in it. But she can't. Forehand return goes long. 4-1 for Zheng. She keeps the lead. Good. Nice. Guys, I placed a bet on Zheng on a 17-point fantasy score. I don't know how to track fantasy. I can't find a tracker online. Am I winning? Placed a bet on Zheng on a 17-point fantasy score. 17-point. I don't know. I don't know enough about fantasy. Does that mean that Zheng gets a win in 17 games or less? Because what would that be? 6-0, 6-0 is 12. So that just means that Krejcikova wins 5 games or less. Yeah, I mean, so far you're doing fine. I tend to think like Krejcikova is gonna still find a higher level in this match that will give her a lot of chances to win more games of that. I think that early service game was not indicative of how she's going to serve most of these service games that she has. Well, we'll see. Appreciate you joining in, though. It's based on like aces and 1 sets. Okay. Aces and 1 sets. Yeah, I mean, then you're doing fine. Because Zheng is hitting lots of aces, and she's it seems like she's going to win this set. And if it keeps going like this, she might win in 2 sets. So far you're doing good. Yeah, I mean, she's serving very well. So if it's about aces, then you're doing that's a good bet. Thanks for joining in, by the way, Austin. Forehand goes to the forehand of Krejcikova. Backhand now. Krejcikova goes to the forehand, goes into the net. From Barbora, it's left 15. Zheng with a much quicker start. She looks like she doesn't have one nerve in her body, which isn't healthy. Needs to get that checked out. Seriously. Second serve here, Krejcikova. Zheng playing so well. Krejcikova with the serve. Goes to the backhand of Zheng, down the middle, forehand of Krejcikova, goes long. It's a very quick start from Zheng, and Krejcikova hitting too many errors, forced and unforced in the set. She needs to dial it down. Forehand of Zheng goes to the backhand Krejcikova, backhand Zheng. That goes out, 15-30. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, glad you're liking it. Backhand Zheng, that goes out, 30 all. If you follow tennis, honestly, particularly WTA, it's quite unpredictable. People come back from all kinds of situations. And also, Zheng is playing really well right now. Doesn't mean she's going to play this well later. Things change, right? So, Krejcikova still got a shot here, particularly in this match as a whole. Forehand, that's going to go out. Zheng probably should have hit that as a backhand, even though I know she prefers that forehand wing, especially to crack huge shots and winners. 40-30. First serve is an ace down the tee. 4-2. 4-2. Krejcikova with a good fight. She was down low 30. Gets the hold in 4 consecutive points. Yeah, how's it going, Joe? Surely Zheng ain't losing this, okay? Listen, I trust your predictions because you've had some good ones. So that's not a very gutsy one, but see, I'm here backing Krejcikova as at least having a shot, but Zheng definitely with the momentum. Zheng playing much better. Also, she won their one meeting, so a lot of things are fair and well for Zheng, to be honest, including the surface. I mean, in a lot of ways, you would probably admit that the surface most likely does better for Zheng, but we'll see. Krejcikova has been playing well though this week. 30 love. That's an ace from Zheng. Austin, your bet is going to be, it's a good one. The aces count as high, and she's doing well. She's doing well out here. 30 love. First serve goes out. Second serve here from Zheng. That's in the net, 30-15. It's much more fun to watch matches when you actually play too. It's such a fun and very cathartic, very I don't know the right word, but when you play tennis and you watch tennis, like I was playing tennis last night for like 3 hours, and when you watch and play, there's something about like I don't know how to articulate, but you learn a lot from the pros, and you try to implement a little bit into your game, and like to the best of what your abilities are, which is usually not even within the same realm of the pros. But yeah, I don't know. It's like it's a fun give and take, watching and playing. If anybody watches and doesn't play, I recommend you start playing. If anybody plays and doesn't watch, I recommend you start watching. I'm assuming the second one is not you guys, because barely make any sense. But all right, 30 all here. Zheng's with the serve. This could be the chance for Krejcikova if she's gonna still do something to set. That's a big serve from Zheng. Just like I said, no nerves in her body. 40-30. Just looking cool and collected. Hell of a breakthrough season from Zheng to the top 10. Arguably, she should be higher ranked even than she is. Olympics should count for points. To me, it should be like Masters Cup, 1,500. If not that, or like ATP WTA Finals, 1,500. If not that, then at least 1,000, right? It used to be 750. I think it should be at least 1,000. But in fact, I'll look at what the rankings would be if she did have that. I think she'd be up to like number 3 or something. Forehand cross into the forehand of Krejcikova, backhand of Zheng. Backhand of Krejcikova, going backhand to backhand. That's a backhand in the net from Zheng. So deuce. Krejcikova's still in the set. Like I said, the first 4 games of a match, to me, aren't usually defining games for a match. Defining. Now listen, some of the same patterns might still come to be, et cetera, but I don't think that whoever wins the first 3-4 games is going to win the match for sure. Serve Krejcikova. All right, serve here from Zheng. Forehand of Krejcikova is a great return. Forehand goes behind Krejcikova, who somehow, oh no, it gets in the net. It was a good point from Krejcikova, but Zheng too much power. The pace is on. She can't deal with the pace. Cannot deal with the pace. I'm a fan of Barbora, but Zheng is on fire this year, where Krejcikova is on and off. That's fair. How's it going, Maynor? Thank goodness. I figured there would be a tracker, but looks like I have to get a pen and paper to keep up with it. Okay, yeah. I think that's probably the best thing to do. If you're just tracking aces, though, tennis24.com has live tracker that you might want to look into. All ATP 1000 is going to be 12 days next year. I don't think so. I mean, 1 week is so much better. It's obvious what they're trying to do to the tour. They're trying to make it so that the top pros only play like the big tournaments a year, like 13 events. And then the other players are the ones that play the lower events. They do well enough, they move up to the higher tour. Basically splitting the tour into 2 different tours. Like if anybody's paying attention, that's what it seems like is happening. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I think tennis fails from that. Zheng gets the hold, by the way, with a great serve, and it's 5-2. For the WTA side and the ATP side, I mean, listen, we can have 2 weeks for like Indian Wells and Miami. That was always fine, but like, because they are by themselves in March, pretty much. Like, but to have them year round, it's like, it's a headache. I mean, once we get to the 8th or 9th day, we have like the first days are just filled with matches that aren't even that exciting in terms of big names, and then the last like 4 or 5 days, especially like the 4th or 5th to last day, you get so bored and you're like, there's only one match on today, or there's only 2 matches on today, and then it's like a straight sets match. You're like, what are we doing? It's like it's crazy. Like 1 week is so much better. It's so much better. So I hope not. And I'm pretty sure there are a few that are still not going to be. I think like 6 or 7 of the 9 Masters though are going to be 2 week. It sucks. Honestly, I hate it. It's causing bad injuries as well for players, and I don't care about the argument. For me, I think clearly it's much more hard on the players' bodies than 1 week Masters, in my opinion. But yeah, so many tournaments are going to suffer due to 2 week Masters. It is what it is. So. I agree with you there. I get exhausted just watching. Yeah, exactly. And then they have to keep up that high intensity the whole week. Like, give my people a break. Give my guys a break. Backhand. That's gonna go out. 15 love. It's crazy. It's crazy. One week is so much better. 1 week is great. What's wrong with 1 week? And then that makes the slam special too, you know? Even more than, I don't know. It's like I guess they try to make the Masters more like people to pay attention to the Masters by making them longer, so that there's more of a chance over a longer period of time that they tune in, and also to equate them to the slams where people really pay attention. But hey, newsflash, people are tuning out more. Hey, how about we focus on the quality of tournaments rather than, forcing them to be like the good ones, Not everything can be the slams. Hey, how about we appreciate the Masters for what they are and just promote them like that? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we can't force things. It's so annoying. Serve from Krejcikova. Goes to the forehand of Zheng, backhand of Krejcikova, goes to the backhand of Zheng. Hits the net, goes over. Krejcikova almost gets there, but doesn't quite get there. It's 15-40. Zheng's played a great set of tennis, and she's at 2 set points. It's 40-30 here. Krejcikova just barely staying alive. 36 minutes into this contest. A 6-2 set is a bit of a statement. First serve, Krejcikova misses it wide. Back in Krejcikova. Goes into the backhand of Zheng. That goes out. Deuce. 2 set points saved. And that one there, Zheng was in a rally. Misses it. We're at deuce. Like I said earlier on the stream, these two have played once before. That was last year. The third. Forehand return, backhand swing volley. Zheng is there, but it's in the ground. It's too good, too much pace. Advantage to Krejcikova. Fighting back. Saving some set points. Big swing. Zheng with a nice attempt there to retrieve it, but even she can't get that. That's a big serve from Krejcikova. Clutch. Clutch. And now we will watch how Zheng attempts to close this out. She's been very good on serve, but with the pressure on, maybe with those set points just somewhere in the back of her mind, and with that fear that Krejcikova might climb back here, the fear of it, not to say that it's quite likely, but full crowd there in Riyadh, by the way, watching on. There was some talk earlier about the crowd's not showing up, but it seems like it's a pretty decent crowd today, which is good. 5-3, serve from Zheng. Backhand return is a big one. Forehand drop shot. Zheng gets there. Krejcikova backhand behind Zheng. No, she misses it. I can't believe it. She pulled it long. Wow, that's what happens when you get one more ball back in play. Great wheels from Zheng. That was a really good drop shot, actually. She should have won that point. It's always a bit risky pulling the dropper against a player as fast as Zheng and a player as crafty as Zheng. And but she should have won that point. It should be love 15. Krejcikova knows it too. None of that was a bad play. She just completely blotched the backhand pass. She had the whole court wide open. Forehand cross court. That's a forehand fly into the net. That's going to end up being a really crucial shot, actually, maybe. 30 love. I'd kind of like to see the reality where she does make that. Was this game ever going to be competitive? Who knows? No. Doesn't matter. Zheng at 30 love. If doesn't exist. So we keep going. Forehand squash shot. That's in the net. 40 love Zheng. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis for more streams just like this one. If you want to keep up on all things latest tennis, good tennis content, streams just like this one, play-by-play, analysis, draw previews and predictions, all kinds of stuff. So don't forget to subscribe for more stuff. All things tennis. Big serve from Zheng. Goes out wide. So she gets the 6-3. First set to Zheng. And it was all Zheng, right? It was all Zheng. Too many errors from Krejcikova. I mean, the things Krejcikova needs to improve, hey, hit less errors. You know, usually I try to give a deep analysis, but here I think that's a big one. Have a little bit more rally tolerance, particularly when you're playing against Zheng. Will Barb actually scam another title she really doesn't deserve? And 2-week masters are so stupid. I agree. IW Miami is fine. Rome Madrid should maybe replace in years like 2025. It was Rome. 2025 Rome is 2, Madrid 1. Okay. I mean, I kind of see that. I mean, I always like it. I don't know. I just wish, like, honestly, I'm just going to give my opinion. Indian Wells Miami should be the only 2-week Masters. Indian Wells Miami should be the only 2-week Masters. I don't have any problem with that. I don't see why anything else has to be 2 weeks. 1 week is more than enough. Like, to me, just make it all 1 week. We were good. Things were good. Like, bring Miami back to Key Biscayne, right? The better facility. Make it 2 weeks. Make it 1 week, I should say. It is 2 weeks. Make it 1 week is what I meant to say. Make it 1 week, and then we're good, right? Everything is 2 weeks. We don't need 2 weeks. I don't see the reasoning for other tournaments to be 2 weeks. I don't need it. Bring it back to 2. 2 tournaments. Indian Wells, Miami. Let's go. Yep. So far, your bet's doing well, Austin. Serve here from the Czech. Forehand of Zheng, backhand of Krejcikova, goes to the backhand slice of Zheng, forehand volley, backhand volley, backhand of Zheng's a lob. What a point! Oh, it's a backhand into the net. Backhand volley into the net. Love 15. Zheng is a firecracker. She is a fun player to watch. What a lob. The fact that she could get that much, find that much just height and length of the court is pretty incredible from that position. Just get so high up and deep in the court. Forehand, that's going to go out from Krejcikova. But yeah, I mean, Zheng is playing about twice as good as Krejcikova is so far. I mean, there is a vast level disparity so far. I mean, if Krejcikova wanted to win this, she always had to have a bit of rally tolerance. She's not going to win by becoming Zheng, you know. She needs to have that rally tolerance. Forehand to forehand of Zheng. Forehand of Krejcikova goes cross court. Forehand of Zheng. Forehand Krejcikova cross court. That's a great shot. That's what she needs to do. Build out the rallies. Wait. Find the opportunity. 15-30. That's better. Great shot. Zheng didn't even move. Went behind her. Serve from Krejcikova. Goes down the tee. Forehand of Zheng's big return slice. That goes right into the ground. That was a bad play to slice there. I don't know what she was thinking. 15-40. I mean, yeah, it's not really the right shot, is it, to just slice it like that? Especially as she didn't back up at all, just move it, staying where she was, just slicing it didn't seem like the right play necessarily, or a high percentage play. Forehand, inside out, back into Krejcikova, forehand of Zheng, big backhand slice Krejcikova. Yeah, Krejcikova is just not there today, huh? 1-0 Zheng. I mean, everybody who's bet Zheng, everybody who's predicts, flat out. Wow. Zheng in the first set, 16 out of 17 first serve points won. 7 aces. 63% of points won under 5 shots. So, okay, yes, but 16 out of 17 first serve points won. Great stuff. Great stuff. Wow, on the do side, Zheng is serving back for this one. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. 2-0 for Zheng here. Sorry about the technical difficulty. Here, I'm back for this one. I'll be here till the last point of the match. And so far, it is Zheng in control, who gets to 2-0 by winning her service game. All right, let me look up this live ranking. So I'm gonna look up live ranking. I'll tell you what Zheng would be ranked. Now, people might say that the Olympics shouldn't even count for ranking, but I'm gonna look up what what she would be if the Olympics counted. 750 points. That's what the Olympics used to count, even as recently as 2012, maybe even 2016. I think it was 2012 though, when Murray won and when Serena won. It counted for 750 points. So with that, she would be at 5,690. So yeah, she'd already be number 3 in the world if the Olympics counted for the same points as it did 12 years ago. She'd already be at number 3 in the live rankings. By the way, it's 15-all here. Zheng really trying to storm to the lead. Serve out wide for, and that's going to go wide, 30-15. Serve from Krejcikova. Backhand of Zheng, that's in the net, 40-15. Krejcikova doing well in this game. But by the way, so while I'm in this topic, so if Zheng got 1,000 points from it, she'd be up to 5,900, which is about 2,500 points behind Swiatek at number 2. She got 1,500, equal to WTA finals. Then she would be at about 6,440, which would be less, like, it would be about 1,800 points behind Swiatek. So that's if the Olympics counted. And then she's got the WTA finals still well to play for. If she wins the WTA finals, let's say you add those 1,500 points, if the Olympics did count the same, 5,840 plus 1,500, that's 1,000, it's what, 7,340? I mean, she'd be in the hunt for, for number 2, right? Like, she wouldn't be that far behind. She'd be less than 1,000 points behind Swiatek for number 2 if she could win this and if the Olympics counted for points that way. So there you go. I mean, just to put in perspective how well she last this year. Backhand of Zheng, that's going to go out. Advantage Krejcikova. Serve Krejcikova. Backhand of Zheng. Backhand Krejcikova. Goes to the backhand of Zheng. Forehand Krejcikova. That's going to go wide. Deuce. This is a must win game for Krejcikova if she's going to pull off the impossible. If she still even wants a shot of pulling off the miracle in Riyadh, she's got to win this game. Right? Advantage to Zheng here, trying to get that break. Zheng wants Coco. Definitely not Saba. Zheng wants Coco. Definitely not Saba. Yeah, I agree. Wow, that is a break for Zheng. So Zheng well and truly in control here. 6-3, 6-2 incoming. Very well could be. Technical difficulties, yep. Apologies for that, guys. Back here. Hopefully things are looking a little bit clearer, a little bit better. It's 3-0 with a double break. Zheng looking for a 2-0 head-to-head lead over Krejcikova. And the next time that these two play, people are going to be like, oh, Zheng's got this, right? Last time it was close. This time it's not even close. I still feel like Krejcikova has a chance if she just plays at her best. Like if Krejcikova from yesterday showed up, I feel like this would really be a contest. But alas, she did not, you know. Do you have a budgie? Wait, you're talking about the bird sound? That's coming from right outside. I do not. Currently, I don't have any pets, but I'd like to get one. Yeah, Zheng currently minus 10,000 to win this. So, pretty vast lead. Big serve down the tee, 15 love for Zheng. Great stuff to see Zheng at this level. And like I said, if the Olympics count for points, she'd be number 3, period. Because there used to be 750 points. That'd already be enough. So, at the very least, she will, well, number 3 in the live rankings. Goff is still in the fight. Backhand, that's in the net from Zheng, who's looking very frustrated despite being up 6-3, 3-0. Double break. He's like, man, I can't miss anything. That's a good mindset, though. It's a good mindset. I mean, you can't get too mad at yourself for missing a shot, but if you're just like, you're like, man, I gotta get everything. I gotta hit winners off of everything. Serve into the net, 15-30. Never understand when the camera does the camera angle on TV where they record from a person's phone. Like, they show over the person's phone and see what they're recording. Like, seems very, I'm not interested by that at all. Like, I'm literally watching a much better angle of it on TV right now than that. Like, why am I seeing how it's being shown through a smartphone? I don't know. 15-30. Big shot from Krejcikova gets to 15-40. Can Krejcikova find a break here? Or will Zheng serve be too good? Like I said, on the deuce side, she's been serving pretty much perfectly. But it's not a first serve point, it's a second serve point here. Backhand Krejcikova goes to the forehand of Zheng. Inside has her outrageous shot. The injection of pace that Zheng can get, and when she's just even off balance, is insane. Or when she should be off balance. Serve in the net from Zheng. It's a double fault. It's a double fault from Zheng, who gives the apologies for technical difficulties again there, guys. Back with this one. We might have a match now. Yep, Joe. That's it. Hey, Naked Eyes. 23-point Zheng on Prize Picks Fantasy, if anyone is wondering. Okay. There you go. But we might have a match here. Let's see. I hope for that. Krejcikova misses that forehand wide, I think. Yeah. 15-30. She needs to hold here, though. I mean, you can't put all of that effort in just for nothing, right? So, here you go. Serve Krejcikova. Goes to the backhand of Zheng. That goes out 30-all. Serve forehand of Zheng, backhand Krejcikova. Oh, she misses it wide. She knows that shot. She has that shot. I mean, she looks so nervous today, Krejcikova, honestly. Like, it's nerves or it's pressure, or I don't know what, but she just hasn't performed up to her standard. It's 30-40. If she loses this one, then I really feel like the momentum is lost for Krejcikova altogether. So she's going to hit another first serve. One break back, yeah, but 30-40 at this point. Serve out wide. It's a good serve from Krejcikova. Deuce. This is the most, I don't know, interesting time of the match so far, in my opinion. See if Krejcikova can at least get to 3-2 and make it a one-break deficit. That's in the ground. Advantage to Krejcikova with the serve. Oh, what a placement from Krejcikova on the serve. Great stuff. 3-2. No smile, no big celebration, but she knows that she's done enough there to at least get it to a 1-break deficit. 3-2. All right, we got Zheng with the serve. By the way, after this, it's going to be Sabalenka versus Goff. That should be a great one as well to play the winner of this one. Serve that's in the net from Zheng. Second serve. Hour, 5 minutes into this match. Backhand goes to the forehand of Zheng. Forehand Krejcikova goes to the backhand of Zheng. Backhand Krejcikova. Backhand of Zheng down the line. Forehand Krejcikova. That's shanked out. Zheng just consistent, relentless power and just great spot serving. And Krejcikova not quite as solid as she would have wanted. And we're at 6-3, 3-2, 15 love. Good power tennis from Zheng and good serving to really support that power tennis. Forehand inside out goes to the backhand. Krejcikova great down the line. Also good down the line from Zheng. Backhand defensive from Zheng. Forehand nearly a ridiculous shot from Zheng, but 15 all. Can Krejcikova get one more here? $15 all. I guess you'd get excited if Zheng wins one more point. If Krejcikova wins one more point. If Zheng loses one more point and it's 15-30, then suddenly you're saying, hey, Krejcikova could climb out from this 3-love double break deficit. First serve is missed. That's big. Second serve. Backhand. That's missed wide. So it is 15-30. Is this the turning point for the Czech player? Or does Zheng race to the victory in this matchup? 15-30. Every point in this game counts. To see what happens there. And if Krejcikova can come back. Back in return, forehand of Zheng, too big. Inside out, big reaction from Zheng as well. She doesn't want to give up this lead. It's 30 all. She's been serving crazy on the deuce side, but she'd like a first serve, not a second. Big reaction. Hopefully not. Let's see, 30 all. Serve out wide. 40-30. just in from Zheng. Hour and 8 minutes played. Zheng trying to get within 2 games of her first WTA Finals final. And her first WTA Finals as well. Serve out wide, back and returns. Very good from Krejcikova, fighting back to deuce. She doesn't want to let this go. She gets the deuce. First serve misses long. Second serve. Forehand of Krejcikova. Backhand attacking. It is a break point for us to go back even in the set. Hey, how's it going, David? Good to see you in here. How are you doing? Well, I don't know how much you've been watching, but Zheng was fully in control, and Krejcikova could actually make this a match and put us back even, which would be exciting. Serve here, Zheng. First serve is missed long. Second serve. Back in Krejcikova goes to the forehand of Zheng. That's missed out. It's 3-3, and Krejcikova, the fighter, with a gutsy display of tennis, fights her way back and makes it back even. We got a match in our hands. 3-3. Was a double break the second set? It was. Double break 3-0. I don't know the score in that 3-0 game, but I think Zheng maybe had game points, or it was 30-15 or something, but I remember Zheng had a few points in that 3-0 game too, and it just felt like all in the world this was over, but or at least that, the Zheng was very much in the lead. But yeah, double break. That's crazy. That's actually wild. Forehand cross court. Zheng almost nearly gets it, but 15-love for Krejcikova. Trying to win 4 consecutive games on the trot. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, Krejcikova's played good tennis in this event. I don't think this is a nothing matchup. I think if she plays her best tennis like she did yesterday, she could actually have some kind of a shot. But she's got to not hit so many errors. First set was a lot of errors and during a lot of crucial moments. And Zheng's been doing well. She's been serving insane, Zheng, which is great for her. And playing well, consistent, pretty consistent. But she's streaky though, Zheng, a little bit. She can be streaky. Serve out wide, forehand of Zheng. That goes out. 40-love for Krejcikova, who's taking the lead in the second set, although we're on serve. But I'm on the Barbora. Comeback starts now. Exactly. Jared, what the hell? I was saying though earlier, even after Krejcikova lost that first set, I was making the case for Krejcikova here. That's a big serve, and that goes out off the return, 4-3. When it was 3-0, I don't think I was saying anything like that, but 4-3 for Barbora Krejcikova. We got a match. what is happening to Zheng. Yeah, I mean, Krejcikova has played well though. I don't know, Zheng a few more errors, and I don't know. I think mostly it's been Krejcikova playing better and fighting better, but Zheng definitely on the big moments as well, losing her grip and hitting too many errors and too many mistakes, and hitting a bit short, also giving Krejcikova a bit of chances to hit a few winners as well. And I don't know. There you go. Match turns. Nerves. Finishing pressure. Not looking good, yeah. Didn't Coco already qualify in yesterday's match versus Barbora? Coco did. That was a dead rubber. But, I mean, I felt like Goff was fully competitive, though. And I felt like Goff had no reason not to be competitive, because if you let your rival and your opponent have a mental edge like that, then that's not a good thing for you in general. Like, that's why, like, last year when people said that Sinner was going to throw the match against Runa, I was like, I don't think so, because Runa would then go up 3-0. And similarly here, Krejcikova would have gone up, is now up 2-0 against Goff. I don't think Coco wants that particularly. That's one thing. To me, it seemed like Coco was fully competitive, and you saw that in the first set as well when she broke out 5-4. But Krejcikova played insane. Either way, I felt like Krejcikova's level is very clear and evident to me. To me, that's not even an asterisk. It's still a match. I mean, people can get caught up in ranking points or money or this or that, but at the end of the match, at the end of the day, every match is a match, right? Every match is a match. Period. You have a winner, you have a loser. And yes, with the round robin format, some people will care more about winning the tournament than a match, but at the end of the day, a match is a match. I think Goff was playing it like a match. Backhand, that goes out. 40 love. See if Zheng can find them back. What do you reckon for Saba Goff? I'm like 50-50, David. What do you think? You tell me, because I'm like 50-50. As my gut says Goff, as a betting man, I would say Sabalenka, right? So I want to be like, I'm guessing Goff, but also like in the back of my head, I'm like, Sabalenka is so good. And she just beat Goff in Wuhan, even though Goff probably should have won that, to be honest. So I have no idea. I don't even particularly want to guess. I think it's going to be a great match. I won't be able to watch, but I think it's just going to be a great match. It's like Saba losing to Reba. It didn't really matter. She lost. Didn't matter strong, though. I disagree. I think it matters. I think it matters. But I mean, I understand your point. It's like Medvedev against Alcaraz last year. It's like Sinner against Runa last year at the ATP Finals. It's like they don't have as much to play for, yes, as their opponent, potentially, or yeah. But still, I don't know. I feel like they're still important matches. It's love 15 here. Zheng once again trying to go break up, and it's Krejcikova who needs to try to put a stop to that. Serve, forehand of Zheng, forehand of Krejcikova. Inside out to the backhand of Zheng. That's in the net, though. 15-all. This could end up being like either the most important or one of the most important games of the match. We'll see. I want Coco, but common sense says Saba since she's been plus player this year. I'm not sure. Yeah, but Coco's played so well recently too, and she just took out Iga. I don't know. And Sabalenka just lost to Rybakina. Although Rybakina, at her best, is arguably might even be the best player on tour at her very, very, very best. I don't know. Forehand cross court. Forehand goes out from Zheng, 30-15. I don't know. I've rarely ever been so 50-50 on a match, particularly when it's a semifinal of a big event. So I'm very 50-50 on it. I'm going to say Sabalenka too. I'm going to say Sabalenka, but I'm real 50-50 on it. But yeah, I guess I'd predict Sabalenka. It is the reasonable prediction. She just beat her, right? So that edges it for me. Like, it was very close, but she just beat her, so I'll say she does it again. Confidence from that will help as well. Forehand. That's in the net, 40-15. Their matches have been close. Even in Australia, it was 2 sets, but I thought it was one of the closer 2-set matches you'll see. Like, it was very high level from Coco and Sabalenka in Australia. In the Australian Open. We really got a close second set on our hands. It's 40-15. If Zheng wins this set, it's going to have to be at least 7-5. If Krejcikova can hold. Serve down the tee, backhand slice. That's going to go out. Floats long. And that is a big reaction from Krejcikova. Gets to 5-4. She's within a game of the set as well, by the way. Saba's gone through the threshold. I feel she doesn't lose big matches as much as she used to. So full of confidence. Absolutely. 100% agree. Mentally, it's almost like a snowball effect. Like the confidence, like it's snowballed into something huge. That Australian Open win was so massive for her. And finding that she can play that level in Australia and win that event, like it's a snowball effect of confidence. And it's been amazing to see that she deserves that Euro #1 spot. And I picked her for Euro number 3. I had Rybakina and Swiatek both ahead of her in the year-end, but I'm happy being proven wrong. It's impossible to predict year-end rankings at the start of the year. Who can go against Saba and Sinner in the finals? To me, in ATP finals, Sinner's got it. I don't think Sinner loses the ATP finals. I think he's a big favorite. That's my opinion. I think Sinner is winning that. WTA finals, Sabalenka. I think Goff and Zheng have some kind of chance. Zheng less so. If Sabalenka loses, I think Coco should go ahead and take her out. But I give Goff a chance for sure. My opinion. And Sinner's already won. I think Sinner's going to win the ATP finals. Nobody. I mean, De Minaur is not beating him. Fritz is not beating him. Ruud is not beating him. Rublev's not beating him. Who's even left? Like, Medvedev's not beating him with this form, particularly. Medvedev's at least got a chance because he's so good, but not right now. And then, who's left? Is it just Alcaraz? I'm missing somebody. Zverev. Alcaraz, I don't think will beat him. It could be 3 sets, but I think Sinner's got it on this surface. Zverev has the best chance, but I really just don't think Zverev's going to beat him either. Sinner's just gotten so good. I mean, it's kind of boring, but it's like, I just feel like nobody's beating him. If anybody does, I feel like Zverev's got the best chance, but I think Sinner's got it. If Djokovic was there, I'd say Novak has the best chance, but Sinner's got it. I feel very confident. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I mean, I don't know if he can stop her from being ill all year and all the time. Like, that's what's really, like, been annoying this year is that she's just constantly not healthy. I hope she stays healthy and then, listen, and then can be easily one of the very, very best. She's one of the very, very best players in the world. Like, she should have opportunity to win slams, right? At least a chance. So, to get to the finals, semifinals, like, that's where she should be. So, yeah, I hope so. Ivanisevic and Rybakina is a very interesting partnership. I'm hoping that now that she's away from a coaching partnership, which some people say is toxic, I don't certainly don't not believe it from some of the things we've seen, although it's all just accusation and hearsay. But either way, I hope that she can stay healthy, and I hope that she can win with Ivanisevic. Would be awesome. I predicted her to win another slam this year. I'll go ahead and predict the same thing for next year. I'll say she wins another slam next year. I was happy to see that she still has a goal of becoming number one in the world. That should be her goal. It should be, in my opinion. Like, she's so good. And she's still rather young. I think she's like 24, 25. 25 probably. Forehand, big cross court. Forehand, Zheng gets it somehow. Backhand. Oh, Zheng's there? No way. How did she steal that point? Zheng gets the 30-15. Krejcikova would have been 2 points away from the set. Krejcikova should have went line. Cross court is often the easier option over the lower part of the net. I don't know how Zheng managed to steal that point. Wow. The hands of Zheng with that scoop. 30-15. Serve Zheng, forehand chip. Forehand of Zheng hits the net, but goes over. Forehand Zheng, cross court to the forehand of Krejcikova. Backhand Zheng. Backhand of Krejcikova, forehand of Zheng. Up high down the middle, backhand Krejcikova. Cross court, what an angle that Krejcikova molds out of nowhere. That backhand cross court's a beauty. 30 all. Zheng now serving to try to not let Krejcikova win this set. Krejcikova's won 5 of the last 6 games. She's going for 6 out of 7. First serve goes out from Zheng. Second serve. Big point. Big point. Back. Oh, she missed it. Oh, she had it all lined up. She can't miss shots like that. It's just Krejcikova's missing shots like that. Krejcikova should be at set point now because she had that all lined up. She was right on top of the return, perfectly balanced, and she had that return. It wasn't going to be a winner, but it was going to be a setup for a volley winner or something like that. Oh, she had it, and she hit it right into the top of the net. I can't believe she missed it. It's Zheng, who's staying alive by her hairs in the set. Should have arguably been put away by now with the double break lead. That's a big return from Krejcikova. Gets the deuce. Trying to give us, a popcorn match and bring us a third set. I still kind of wish that the women's sense was 3 out of 5 at some points. I guess this would be 2 out of 3 anyway, but imagine if this was like 3 out of 5. That would be fun. Especially if Krejcikova can win the set. Serve down T, backhand, forehand of Krejcikova. Can't speak English. Forehand of Krejcikova goes out. Advantage to Zheng, trying to get to 5-5. There's too many errors off of Krejcikova at times. I'm dreading the looming Zverev, though. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, Zverev's been the issue for Sinner, huh? At times. Have they played? They haven't played since the U.S. Open, I feel like. Right? Am I forgetting something? I don't think they've played since that miserable U.S. Open match that they played. That match sucked. Sometimes 5-set match, sometimes the epic 3-set or 5-set matches aren't that epic. That one was not epic. It was just miserable. Yeah, Zverev's with a 4-2 lead over Sinner. Oh yeah, what am I forgetting? They played in Cincy. I totally forgot. They played in Cincy. That's my bad. 7-6 in the third. That one was awesome. That was revenge for Sinner. That was an important match for Sinner to win Cincinnati, to win the U.S. Open. That was a huge one for Sinner. And then he had let that big roar at the end. Completely forgot. I don't know how that slipped my mind. Totally forgot. Wow, he was down 4-1 to Zverev going into that. Yeah, that's my bad. Forgot about that. Zverev and ATP Finals, the boogeyman. Yeah, I agree. I'm so nervous. 5-5 now. It's always surprising to me when Barbora missed her form when hitting ground strokes is so good. Yes, exactly. I agree. Those checks are the cleanest ball hitters, whether they're in or out. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All of them, right? Forehand squash shot, backhand. That's a great shot. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. Muhova hits so clean every shot. I mean, people have compared her like elegance to like Federer, which I enjoy. I don't think it's 1-to-1, but it's a cool comparison. First serve goes wide from Krejcikova. Second serve. Forehand of Zheng goes to the forehand of Krejcikova. Krejcikova runs to net with a backhand volley. Forehand of Zheng. Backhand volley. Zheng with a backhand pass. 30-15 now. As Zheng gets to 15. Krejcikova's looking for at least a tiebreaker. Or at least, well, she'd like to win 7-5. But if Zheng wins, it'll be at least a tiebreaker. If she holds here. Serve from Krejcikova. Goes out. Second serve. Backhand Zheng goes to the backhand of Krejcikova. That's in the net. 30-all. Suddenly, this is big danger for Krejcikova here. What can the Czech player do to fend this off? She's certainly not getting as many free points on her serve. Certainly not as many on the deuce side, where Zheng's been serving so well all match. Hitting her spots so well. And that's the first serve in the net. This is a big one. Second serve. Just gets it in, but doesn't matter because Zheng's got the return all lined up. 30-40. Great shot. That's like trying to shoot a hoop and you get a three-pointer because, like, listen, she said she saw the winner. She saw the winner there. But it was a tough one. I mean, second serve was good and deep in the court, and she went right away for a winner. That's another big backhand return. Backhand down the middle, forehand of Zheng. Goes to the forehand of Krejcikova. Backhand Zheng. Forehand of Krejcikova. Cross court. Zheng breaks. She will not be denied, and she will serve for the match for 6-5. She steals it out of nowhere. Down 30 love, wins 4 consecutive points. Zheng. She's tricky. She's tricky. She gets to 6-5. She's looking for her first final of a WTA Finals. I think Pliskova is the anomaly. Yeah, fair enough. Pliskova can hit great. Yeah, she hits clean, right? I think she hits clean. She just very up and down. Errors and winners. You can breathe now, Austin, exactly. I think all's going well for you, Austin. At this point. What's your opinion of Zheng? People like Navarro think she's cold, and she says she just doesn't like having friends and tends to separate leisure from work mentally. I don't see a problem, really. Exactly. No issues. I have no issues. I think she's fine. I can understand where, I don't know. I can understand where, where people have been coming from at times, but she's just speaking her mind. Like, I have no issues with Zheng so far. I've had no issues with Zheng. There was one instance, there have been, what I mean when I say, I understand why people have some issues with her. I remember at some tournament, she got upset at a line judge for being in her way, even though he wasn't in her way at all. So there are some things where, kind of raise an eyebrow, but it's normal stuff. For the most part, she brings a lot of personality, which is great. Her game is amazing. And honestly, at times I've agreed with her. And I have no issues with her. She seems like she's a good personality, and she seems like she's a good personality for the tour, and she's got a great game. So I think it's all good for tennis. I have no qualms with her, really. Woo, there's our mind-numbing, though. Joe, I see where you're coming from. Yes. Yeah. Serve, forehand goes. The backhand slice of Krejcikova, forehand of Zheng. That goes out, left 15. Can Krejcikova go down, retrieve another break here? Left 15. Serve here from Chinese player. Backhand goes to the backhand Krejcikova. Backhand Zheng sliced. Backhand Krejcikova's a sliced lob. Backhand smash. Forehand pickup, half volley. Forehand goes to the backhand volley. What a point. What a rally. Outrageous rally. Memorable one. Hell of a backhand slice lob. And how did Zheng get up to that backhand smash? It was outrageous. Some airtime. Became Michael Jordan for a second. Some hang time in the air. Great stuff. What an athlete Zheng is. Just elastic. Great stuff from Zheng. She really is impressive. Serve down the tee, backhand. Into the forehand of Krejcikova. What a big forehand. That's a Zheng-like forehand, inside out. Huge shot. 15-30. This is as good as it's gotten right now. This is the last bit of the race at the end of the WTA finals, semifinals. This is potentially the last match Krejcikova plays of the season. She's going to bring her all. Forehand squash shot is a lob return. Forehand, that's too good from Zheng. Cracking that forehand away. Not letting Krejcikova wrestle back into this match. Listen, tennis is just MMA with a racket, right? It's one-on-one fight. Zheng not letting that forehand come back. It's a knockout. 2 points away is Zheng. Forehand of Zheng goes out. The level right now is so high. Zheng hits that forehand out, and then Krejcikova hits an insane angle forehand cross court, even though it was just out. The level right now is so high, 30-40. You can quote me on that, by the way. Quote Anthony Hirsch on that. Tennis is MMA with a racket. I'm not talking about Monday Match Analysis. Shout out. Go Gross. Break point for Krejcikova. Second serve. Backhand cross court. Oh, she missed it. It's too many errors like that from Krejcikova. And that's why I think the scoreline will end up being probably 6-3, 7-5. Because Krejcikova, just too many errors. And in the second set, even though she's found a much higher level than the first set, more consistent, in key moments, she's missed shots like that. And honestly, off the backhand, it's too many errors like that. Where it's not always very easy, but usually shots you would make all day. Backhand goes way up high. Oh, Zheng gets her back to the point. Smash. That's going to be too good. Yeah, I feel like this is over. Krejcikova, I mean, we'll see. She's climbed back from 3-0 double break, but I feel like maybe that shot at break point was, in hindsight, the match point. But we got the real match point for Zheng to make her first final of a WTA finals. Everything is big for ranking points here. And Zheng for another big victory. Man, she's fun to watch. Advantage to Zheng. She is fun to watch. For a straight set victory in Riyadh. Zheng with the serve. Backhand Krejcikova's big. Forehand misses. What a shot from Krejcikova. An injection of pace off a big serve. Serve came fast and return came back faster. End it. Do it for Austin. Can't remember Shapoval's last title. Was it Stockholm? That sounds right. I think it was. He's won 1 title exactly. Long time ago. Backhand of Zheng. Backhand Krejcikova. Forehand Krejcikova goes to the forehand of Zheng. Backhand Krejcikova. So backhand Zheng. Long rally here. Forehand Krejcikova. Forehand of Zheng. That's a shank from Krejcikova. Wouldn't be a turn for the books if both Norrie and Shapo won titles in the same weekend last week. The year for them in tennis. Yeah, it would be outrageous. That would be insane. But Shapo's Shapo's kind of been playing well the last month or so, to be honest. Since about like Shanghai, I feel like he's not played that bad. So it'd be good to see. It's not over yet. I'm new to tennis. If you put $100 on something, it'll get your heart racing. It's tough to bet. It's unpredictable. So just, yeah, it's, you never know how it's going to turn. First serves in the net. Can Zheng end this off? Does Krejcikova have unlimited fight in her, or is this the end? Zheng with the serve. Kick serve, back into Zheng. Cross court, goes to the backhand Krejcikova. Forehand to Zheng. That misses wide. Zheng with a great performance. Man, is she fun to watch. What an athlete. That backhand smash off that sliced lob at the end was a showing of that. Girl's an athlete. 7-5, 6-3, 7-5 for Zheng. She will take on the winner of the blockbuster up next, which is Gov Sabalenka. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Zheng with the win. I appreciate it, Joe. More WTA Finals, ATP Finals incoming. Yes. ATP Finals coming up. WTA Finals. Stick around for all of that. Hey, thank you, Austin. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, good to see your name. And good to see you in here also, David. Everybody who joined in. All right, cool. 6-3, 7-5. All right. I'm out of here. 6-3, 7-5 for Zheng, who gets it done in 2 sets. And what a performance. And, yeah, fun to watch. Stick around. Don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis if you're new. We do streams like this. I have a weekly podcast if you want to be in the know and get caught up on all things tennis. I think it's fun. Called New Tennis Era Podcast. New tennis. I think the new era of tennis has started. I want to be at the forefront of it. And, yeah, tune into the podcast. But, yeah, don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis for everything. And, yeah, I'll see you guys for the next stream. Zheng in 2 sets over Krejcikova. And I will see you guys for more streams right here at Quality Shot Tennis. See you guys later.
Just be